Hello, and welcome to an introduction to Infirmary Integrated. I'm here to show you about the major features of Infirmary, what it can do, what its highlights are, what its usefulness is in simulating devices and simulating patient modeling, and for its use in the nursing education, medical education, other healthcare education spheres. So to introduce myself, I am E.B. Keller. I am the developer of Infirmary Integrated. I am also a critical care and emergency nurse. I have practiced as a nurse for nearly 10 years and am also a nurse educator. For the past 6 years, as a part-time hobby, I have created Infirmary Integrated, which has really developed into a suite of software tools that can be used in nursing education. So to introduce Infirmary Integrated, here is the website. As I scroll down, this is actually an old version of a screenshot of Infirmary Integrated. It does not quite look like that anymore, but there is a blog where new releases are posted. And if I scroll back to the top and go to the download and install tab, you can actually find Infirmary free for download on both Windows, Linux, and Macintosh. It is available with different ways of installing it. For example, on Linux, you can use the Debian package or the zip file. There's instructions for how to install on different operating systems. But the major feature here is that it is available on Windows, Linux, and Macintosh. It does run the same on all of those different operating systems, and it can also be compiled for different architectures, making it very extensible in the simulation lab. Another feature of, as I kind of mentioned, of Infirmary Integrated is that it is open source software. So I just clicked on the repository. This is actually visible to the public. 100% of the code that powers Infirmary Integrated is available for viewing and download and editing online on github.com. So this is the actual code that powers Infirmary, and a software group, according to the Apache license that it is licensed under, could download this, change it, enhance Infirmary, and use it for your own uses, um, free of free of charge, as it's licensed. Its open source nature also allows for it to be updated a little more transparently and easily. Last but not least, I'm going to skip to one of the major features on the About page. So we're going to be going over all of these different features as they actually show up in Infirmary, but I did want to scroll down to the end where it mentions that Infirmary is supported in approximately 13 or 14 different languages. So in Infirmary, you can select your language, and it has been translated to all these different languages that you see on this list. We are going to be using the English language.